Well, this is our last video on the Scrum theory portion of the Scrum guide, and then we will move on to subsequent headings. So let's read these two sentences and see what we can learn together. So Scrum combines 4 formal events for inspection and adaptation within a containing event, the sprint. And these events work because they implement the empirical Scrum pillars of transparency, inspection, and adaptation. Let's remember this illustration that Scrum is upheld by these 3 pillars. Remember what these 3 pillars are? They are transparency, inspection, and adaptation. And everything in Scrum is upheld by those and brings those about. So that's what these 2 sentences are saying, that these events work because they bring out and encourage transparency and inspection and adaptation. So what's an example of that? Let's look at the daily Scrum. What is transparent in the daily Scrum? Let's make that M look a little better. Well, what's transparent is the sprint backlog. It is a updated visualization of the current status of their work, and with that is also the sprint goal. That's transparent. That should be visualized and on the board so that the team can inspect their progress toward the sprint goal and then adapt for the next 24 hours how to best make progress toward the sprint goal. Let's look at the sprint review. With the sprint review, the definition of done brings greater amount of transparency because everyone on the Scrum team and the stakeholders, they know, okay, this increment that the team made is of this quality because the definition of done shows everything that was done to produce this increment. And also what brings transparency is the product backlog. The team and the stakeholders can inspect what's coming up in the product backlog, and then based off their collaborative conversation at the sprint review, they can adapt. Maybe they move things around, maybe they greater refine things, so that into the next sprint planning, they bring an updated product backlog so that they can plan for the next sprint what is best, what they hypothesize is the best thing that will deliver value. So that's what these 2 sentences are saying, that all the events in Scrum encourage transparency, inspection, and adaptation, and we will dive into each event later on in future videos. So hope that helps you guys. Thanks.